Hi everyone, I'm so excited to tell you about my long-awaited book, awaited by me anyway, Not All Bullies Yell and Throw Things, How to Survive a Subtle Workplace Bully. I've been writing this book for years, and it started with an article and went on from there, from one experience at one client with one person. And once I started researching and writing and writing and researching, I realized, wait a minute, I've been through this before. So I wanted to compile a book to help the targets of workplace bullying. And we don't call them victims, we call them targets. And so in this book, we start out talking about, all right, do you have a workplace bully at work? Because if it's a subtle person, if they're not yelling, if they're not throwing things, if they're not obvious, if they're only bullying one or two people, it might not be clear that the person really is a bully. And the bully could be your boss, it could be a colleague, a coworker, or it could even be people who report to you. So first I want to help you define it and to identify whether you have a bully or not. I'm turning to the table of contents, so I just give you the rundown. And you can also look at this on Amazon.com. You can look at the look inside. And if you click Show More below this video and open up the description box, I will have a link to the book on Amazon for the US and also if you're outside the US. And it's available in both paperback and Kindle. And right now, today that I'm filming this is May 25th, 2015. The Kindle book is on sale for 99 cents. It won't always be that price. Also, you don't need a Kindle to read a Kindle book, so I have another link in the description box to where Amazon has a free app that you can download for any device, for your Windows PC, for your Mac, for your phone, for your iPad or any other kind of tablet. You can download the app and then you can buy Kindle books and you can read them there. You don't need the Kindle. Although I did get a Kindle from using my United Airlines miles, so if you have miles you can also get a Kindle that way. Alright, so first we talk about, you know, what is a bully anyway, and have some stories of from other people, because I interviewed a lot of targets for workplace bullies for this. And here's the thing, if you're ever going to go to someone in upper management to talk about this bully problem, many people in upper management are only going to care about what it costs the company. Some are going to care about having a nice, decent workplace, and if it's not a good workplace for you, we got to do something about that. But a lot of people don't care about that. So I have a whole chapter dedicated to what's the cost to the company of keeping a bully on staff. So you need to arm yourself with that kind of information. And then in chapter 4 I get into, all right, what do you do now? And I walk you through what are your options. So the first thing I want people to do is learn some coping strategies, because having a bully, I talk in chapter 1 and chapter 2 about all the stress and the kind of stress symptoms that people start having, and if any of it sounds familiar to you, it could be because you really do have a workplace bully in your life. So I want you to learn coping strategies and choose the ones that make sense to you in order to lower the stress. So then the second option is you can choose to confront the bully, but I believe there are certain things that need to be in place for you to do that successfully. Otherwise there could be, you know, things coming at you that were not intended. And then the third option, of course, is to find a new job. And then we're back to the coping strategies, because if you're going to look for a new job, maybe it'll take 6 months. So you need to learn the coping strategies so that the stress doesn't affect your health in a bad way. I also have a chapter in here on how to identify a workplace bully during an interview, because if you didn't take the job with the bully in the first place, that would be helpful. Also, there's a chapter that you can give to somebody else that's all about how to help someone else who's being bullied. So talk to a lot of targets. What did people do that was helpful, your friends and your family and your colleagues? What did they do that was helpful that helped you navigate this? Second, what did people do that was not helpful? And I got a lot of information on that. And third, what could people in your life have done that would have made it so much easier to deal with this? And no one did. So that's a chapter that you can give to somebody else to read. And then a concluding chapter. Then I also have an afterword and an appendix, because I also had another chapter about that we pulled out and we put in the back that's about finding a place that's wonderful to work at, that has principles like a no bully atmosphere. Like, how do you find those kinds of companies and those kind of leaders to work with? So I ended up putting an about the author in here that was originally just going to be very brief, but I ended up putting a longer version that was much more personal, that tells my experience of working with subtle workplace bullies. So please go check it out. If you know anyone out there who's been talking about a situation at work and it sounds like they might have a subtle bully on their hands, please send them the link. You can send them the link to either this video, or you can send them the link to the book on Amazon. This principle also applies outside of the workplace. So if you have a neighborhood bully, if you have a bully in a community type organization that you volunteer for, all this applies. This can even apply to dealing with family bullying. You can't quit the job, but a lot of the coping strategies in dealing with the bully also apply to family outside of the workplace. All right? So again, please spread the word, because a lot of people have a subtle workplace bully in their life, and if you just start talking about the subject, you're going to find people talking about it. That's all I did when I was writing the book. I just mentioned the topic, and all of a sudden I'd hear stories. People I had known for a while, I had no idea that they had a workplace bully in their life. So go figure. So anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the book. Thanks. Bye.